right? 5 seconds. 4, 3. All right, we are live, guys. Me. Yep, we are live. We are live. We are live. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. New Year. Welcome to 2026. Hope everybody's doing well. Scott, Super Dave, we're in the house. You notice someone else is not because they're feeling like death warmed over. Yes, our fearless leader is gone again. So what can I tell you?
He got the creeping crud.
He did. He did. Yes, he did. What's up? So Astronaut Pam, Happy New Year. Ross, Happy New Year. Pop my chat out here. I hope everybody had a great holiday season and with friends, family, all that. And hopefully Dan is, recovering. He'll feel better soon, so he can get back in here and he can do his thing. Bob, hello there. Hey, greetings. Thanks for joining us from Scottsdale. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, right now we're talking a little bit. We've got a lot, quite a bit starting to happen now, especially this week. So I hope people have an opportunity and have, some clear skies because the big boys getting pretty close to saying hello to planet Earth. And, I'm talking about Jupiter. So, what is it? Officially, like maybe 2 more nights from now, like on the 10th, is supposed to be, when Jupiter reaches its closest point, which is also known as opposition. So it should be so for all of you planetary imagers and stuff and who are looking forward to this, hopefully you guys will have some really good seeing on the 10th that night, so you can image Jupiter. Not sure, maybe you get lucky enough and get the great the great red spot, the GRS there, and be able to do that. It should be a great time. I unfortunately don't know if I'm going to be able to, because looking at my weather forecast, and it's probably on my own fault that I got clouds and I'm gonna have clouds. I have to pay for my clouds. I have to pay. I have to pay the astro gods their tax. See.
Yeah, well, I haven't bought anything Astro in a long time, and I haven't been able to image until tonight for at least a month. So,
well, what are you going after, bud?
well, I'm trying to get some HA on Orion. I did all the RGB, LRGB. In fact, I processed it in LRGB, but I want to get hydrogen for it.
Okay.
And that last time I did that, I was doing Casper with the Carbon Star, and I just need more data on that. So I'm trying to get more data on that.
Okay.
And then I only get those till about 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So after that, I'll probably try and switch over to something else. That's when the moon starts to come out. So I'll probably switch over to a narrowband target somewhere. I got to figure it out.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, Will looks like he said he's got some new gear, so he's got clouds. Tarek's got some.
Wilfredo always has new gear.
Yeah. He's yep. Tarek's got some new gear, so he has to unbox his. Unfortunately, Norm has had clouds for about 2 months. Yeah, so the astro gods, they were kind, but then also not so much because, like I said, dealing with clouds. But there's always also that saying, it's better to be lucky than good. And I got really lucky because I won my fantasy league, and that helped me pay for
Oh,
my
did you really?
gear.
Good for you.
Yes, yes, that helped me pay for my gear.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that and selling my Edge 8. So I sold my Edge 8 since I have the 11, so I sold that. So that, along with the winnings from fantasy football, and I haven't won, and I hadn't won this league, and I was playing in this league like, I don't know, 10 years. And I actually won. So it was just like, yeah. Oh, wow, that's a nice Orion, dude. I love
And
that.
that's just LRGB.
Oh, that's not even the HA yet.
No HA in there yet.
That's nice, man.
And so I'll share my screen. You'll be, I mean, it's amazing the difference
Okay.
between uh all right. So between this one,
Mm-hmm.
you see that,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
and that's that's regular processing, and this is with the new stretch.
Oh gosh. And that's the new stretch from Pix Insight.
Fixing site.
Wow.
So you look here. I mean, you can see there's a lot of stuff in the background there.
Yeah,
Especially if
sure.
I pan over here, you can see a lot of stuff there.
Oh yeah.
But when I go to the new one and you pan in, look how much more.
Oh, it's even
You
more
know.
pronounced. Wow.
The only thing I will say, you got to be careful with your subframe because you see this line that goes through here.
Yep.
When
Yep.
I
Yep.
blinked through my subframes, there was like satellites for like almost like 10 frames in a row where a satellite was going through that area.
Wow.
And even though in the other picture it canceled it out,
Yep.
but you give it that extra stretch and it showed back up where you could see those trails.
Okay.
So I think if you're going to use it, just be very picky about your subframes. And even though those satellite trails might be itty bitty, but the problem was, it was like a parade of satellites going through that same spot over and over and over.
Gotcha.
Thank you,
So
Elon Musk.
I don't know what it was. I mean, I would guess it had to be Starlink or something.
Mm-hmm.
but it's amazing the amount of extra stuff you get out of the background
Yeah.
and the way it controls the actual background itself. You know, the actual black sky.
Right.
It's and it controls the stars really well too. It's really I was very very impressed with it.
No, it looks great, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks with some HA in there.
Yeah,
That one is gonna look really, really good. It's
yeah.
gonna look
Hopefully
really,
fill,
really good.
fill out that frame a lot more.
Yeah.
So
Uh
that new stretch is something that is available with the update for.
If you go on and just check your repository, go to your repositories, check for updates. It came up, and I just
nice.
updated it, and bam, it was in.
Okay. So you didn't have to do an actual update to Pix Insight. It was just in your repository, huh?
Yeah, it's in the repository. It comes up
Okay.
as a regular update.
Okay. So no update of the actual version. Okay, that's
And
good to
what's
know.
cool about it, it gives you a preview.
Yeah.
So you know it comes up, and you have a live preview. So and
Mhm.
there are three different adjustment points you can make, and you can play with it and everything in a live preview, and it really makes it.
Nice. And that's what we like. We want our tools to be able to, be enhanced, be upgraded, be improved so they can do a better job for us, right? And it sounds like this new stretch, I guess it's like a what is like a multi-scale or multi-scale
Adaptive,
stretch,
something like that,
something like
multi-scale
that
adaptive stretch.
stretch. Yeah, it sounds like it's really gonna be really helpful. Um, does this replace general hyperbolic stretch, or is this just like an initial thing?
Probably.
Okay,
It
okay,
probably will.
okay. Nice. All right, I'll be looking forward to checking it out because myself right now, not doing any imaging right now, but last week I was able to get some imaging. I've been working on the Christmas tree cluster.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So and I was using the refractor, the FLT91 with the 585 with that, and I was able to get I was doing 600-second exposures with that. And so I was able to get S2 and HA because it was during, full moon. So now I'm just gonna, wait until we get back closer to new moon. So I can go ahead and hopefully we'll have some clear skies so I can get that O3 and maybe even throw in and maybe spend some time and get some RGB.
Yeah, you're going to want to do some RGB on that target. There's a lot of broadband stuff that really comes out when you use the RGB as well.
Okay. So yeah, so that's my plan with that project. I did have to and I also started doing a little bit of work on the Flaming Star Nebula. So I'll have to get to that project too. So I have to do some O3 on that as well. So mostly for the past couple weeks, I've been focused on narrowband H2, HA and S2. So we'll see how things go. And just before Christmas, on the 19th, the Mighty died again.
Not so mighty.
Not so mighty.
Not so mighty.
It died again. This time I am leaning towards it is the board is being the issue this time. Let me give you a bit of background on this fun little thing. It was working since I got it back. Up until this point, it was working fine. I mean, there was a small issue that I had with the deck initialization, with the deck motor initializing, that it would go, it would not home properly at the default slew speed, right? So it would initialize just fine. What are you looking up? You look like what? Like
It's a helicopter
squirrel?
going right over my house.
Oh, uh, the RA would the RA motor, it would initialize just fine. I never had a problem with the RA. It was always the deck. The deck would not initialize, the motor wouldn't initialize properly. And I would have to loosen, the balance. There's a little knob which we would go from tracking to balance, so you can balance it. And I'd have to touch that knob, but just even the tiniest little nudge, and then it would initialize. And then I would say go to home, and it would start slowing the home at the regular speed, and then it would just freeze up, lock up, start blinking, go nuts. So I did a little bit of research, went to the forum, stuff like that, and there was a recommendation to slow down the slew speed of the deck, on your declination motor on the motor. So I did that, and sure enough, it worked, and it was working fine for quite some time from until now. So I go out there, I turn it on, and it lights up, but then there's no post. Normally with the computer or anything like that, when you turn it on, it might beep or it'll beep and go through. The computer will go through a post, like remember back in the old DOS and Windows 98 days, it would beep at you and say, hey, everything's cool. It wasn't cool. it would not beep. It would initialize the RA, but the deck would still flicker like it's not initializing, but there would be no beep. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And I would shut it off, turn it back on, and still the same exact thing. No post beep, no nothing. Then I would slightly move the deck a little bit, and then it would go. It would say, "Okay, I'm initialized," but there'll be no beep. Then you double click on the hand controller to say "slew to home." It would not move. It won't slew at all. It didn't slew at all. And I'm like, this. I'm like, not again. So I go get on the forums. I even go to the SkyX itself. It will recognize the mount via the SkyX when it's connected to the USB. It would see the COM port, all that stuff, and I would say slew to home or go home from the SkyX. As soon as it did that, it would lose. It would say connection lost. It lost its connection amount. So yeah, so that's happening now, and so right now, I'll just me get out of this thing and let me see, choose virtual background and say none. So there it is. It's sitting there right now on my little work table and stuff like that. And the Edge 11 is sitting right there. And I am doing a little bit of work on the Edge 11 because of this. Yeah. Yep, I did it. So selling that Edge 8 and winning the fantasy football, Tom, it's become a very expensive paperwork. I finally got a hold of Software Bisque. And sent them an email. I guess there was some things going on, in their area of Colorado. I think they're like in Boulder or Golden. I can't remember which one. There's something going on, and they didn't get back to me immediately, but they finally got back to me after I emailed them. And now hopefully they're going to send me an RMA and all that stuff. So
Again,
it's something. I don't know what the heck it is. Damn Red George. But see, the thing is that it's not sitting on the ground. It's actually, it sits. I don't know if you see this guy. Right? It would sit here on my tri-pier, and then on my tri-pier it would sit. I still have my Astro buggy, and it would sit in the Astro buggy, propped up, sitting up, all that stuff, balanced and everything. So yeah, it would. So it was not directly making direct contact on the ground or anything like that. But yeah, so now I've got a paperweight over here that I am waiting for an RMA to send it off and get it over to Colorado and let them figure out what in the world's going on. I got a feeling it's the board. And I explained to them as best I could everything with the deck initialization motor and what happened here. And I'm sure they'll figure it out. So yeah, it's a mess. So yeah. So I got this. I got this from Dan, and so thank you, Dan. You had one left. And let's see. Ooh, it's a nice one too. This is so Santa Dan sent this to me, even though I paid for it, but Santa Dan sent this to me. So there it is.
Well, that's nice.
It's a nice case, huh? It's a nice little case.
Yeah, the Warp Astronaut comes in a nice hard case like that too. It's not.
Yeah.
If you want to pack it up and travel, it's simple. It's light.
Yep. So
is that a strain wave mount?
it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if I can. So there it is. I went ahead and went for it. Got it.
What does that run?
I'm sorry.
What does that run?
22. Because Skywatch, because I got it, during this holiday. So it was
Yeah.
on, because it was on sale.
What is it normally?
Like 24,
2450, 24 something.
24, 20, 24, 24.50. Yeah. So, yeah, so this is the 150i. This is their bigger one. And it has a max payload with a counterweight of up to 55 pounds. Without the counterweight, the max payload is 33. So yeah, and let me see what came with keys. I guess that's for to lock it here and all that stuff. Power cord. Yep. So of course, how many people actually still use the DC cigarette lighter plugins? How many people actually still use these? I mean, yes, it's 12 volts and all that stuff, but how many people actually use it? I don't know.
Now, I mean, a lot of the travel packs have that adapter, battery packs, but
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
that would be
It's
where you probably use it.
your USB 2.0 cable, like a printer cable, and it's USB B, USB A, so
That's
there's
one of the
that.
ones I got to get from Dan is the Anderson for the Eagle.
Okay.
I'm still using the 12 volt. You know.
And let me see if I can get this guy out. Come on. Don't be shy. And just here you go. Boop. It's a strain wave. It's a boy. It's a strain wave. So here it is. I will figure it all out. Yeah, and this I like it. I like how it's only what I think it's like 12 pounds.
Yeah. I like how it's got the pass-through electronics into the saddle.
Yeah. Yep. Right here. It's got your pass through here. So that's really nice. Got your USB here, power input, power output. Um, so again, got this from Dan. So I'm really looking forward to this. Whoops. You got for your counterweight bar. I did get a counterweight bar. The whole counterweight kit. The counterweight kit, because I am going to try this with the 11. Now, the initial counterweight kit, it only comes with an 11 a pound counterweight, which is not enough for an 11. So fortunately, I didn't have to spend any extra money because I still had my Celestron AVX counterweights. I had an 18 pounder and an 11 pounder, and they use the same bore size as the Skywatcher here, Wave, for the counterweight bar. So so I can add on up to, I want to say, like 35 pounds worth of counterweight total.
But you
And
won't
that,
need 35 pounds.
hopefully not, but with the Edge 11 on there and everything that goes on there, I actually saw Otto, the initial weight is I believe 12 pounds for the mount itself. But one thing that I found that I saw, Skywatcher, Kevin from Skywatcher actually did a video. It's on YouTube under Skywatcher of the Wave 150i with a kitted out Edge 11, Astro imaging setup, and he used about 30. He said he used about 33 pounds in counterweight.
Oh, okay, wow.
He actually, because he was comparing the 150 to the ZWO AM5, and the AM5 with the Edge 11, it tanked, even with the counterweight and everything. it dropped, it fell, it tanked. With the Wave 150, no problem. And he slewed it, did complete rotations. However, then he took it another step further, and he even put this in like a little disclaimer: do not try this at home. So I'm telling you this, don't do this at home. He took Scott, he took your 14
Really? Wow.
with 55 pounds of counterweight and was slewing that some gun.
Yeah, that's serious overkill.
It is. It's serious overkill. So don't put a 14. An 11 is max, because an 11, the OTA by itself, not with all the extra dovetails and everything else I got on here, just the OTA itself of an 11 is supposed to be like 32 or 33 pounds. So just imagine with everything, with this stuff I've got here and other stuff, it's going to push.
The problem I see though, also with like, is the deck balance.
Yeah, now that's the cool thing, is that with the Skywatcher, you can actually balance the deck.
Can you? Okay.
Yes, you can actually go in and you can balance the deck. You can balance both RA and deck, unlike some other strain wave mounts where you can't actually
unlock
balance.
Unlock the gears.
Yeah, some of you, I don't know if you can actually unlock the gears and actually do a balance, but according to what I was seeing and what Kevin was showing in his demo, was he actually could do an initial balance of the OTA and everything.
How can you unlock a strain wave gear?
I tell you, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just seeing it.
Yeah, there's a spline, and then there's a flex spline. There's a rigid and a flex spline, and they mesh.
Well, unless they have some kind of clutch system.
Unless it's some sort of clutch, right? It's something like that. I honestly don't know. I'm not even right now. I've got to get the manual out so I can even get this thing set up so I can even understand it and get things rolling. But yeah. So I will let you guys know that. Now other thing is that I don't know if you guys can see, I have my tri-pier. Now, the tri-pier, Ioptron sells this pier extension for that you can put onto the tri-pier. You can also put it onto the permanent Ioptron pier. They call it a mini pier for the HAE 69 and the HAZ, they're all at 71. So this goes right onto here. And then from here, let me see if I can do this. This sec. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I'll just tighten this bolt down here when I get a chance with my Allen keys. But now that can go onto now I can use my tri-pier.
Ta-da!
So yeah, ta-da. So now I will find the manual. I don't know I don't know if the manual was in here or not. I hope so. But if not, I'll get it. And then I'll go through the whole setup of plugging this bad boy in and figuring everything out. And
what was the payload on that again?
55 with the counterweight, 33 without.
What is the rig weigh on top of the mount?
Right now, the latest weight I had on this was with the way it is right now was 40.
you'll only need one counterweight.
So we'll see. Yeah. So I'm definitely check out to see how everything turns out.
How long is the bar?
I'm sorry?
How long's the bar?
Oh, hold on. I'll grab it.
Because like on my RST 300, the bar is only like at most it's like 14 inches, maybe 15 to, I think it's like 14 inches.
Yeah, I don't think the bar is very long on the
Okay.
trailer.
So here's the initial. This is the
like
initial bar.
that. Yeah.
But the kit also came with an extension just in case. I'm not going to use the extension
You won't need it.
because also I'm concerned with is even if I use the extension, I'm worried this point, having it at that point, it you will bring in a chance of flexure.
You won't need it.
Yeah, I don't plan on needing it.
No. Well, and the whole thing is because the mount is going to, I mean, this telescope's going to be pretty close to your mount.
Yes.
It's not like you have it way offset above
exactly
center of gravity. As long as your telescope's close to the center of gravity of the mount, then you won't need a real long bar.
Right. Because one thing I did decide on, okay, and this by here's the 11-pound weight that came with this kit.
Right.
For the Skywatcher kit. One thing I did decide to do, and Dan sent it to me. With this setup, I am not going to use that aluminum dew shield. Because then I'm adding more weight and more question of balance than I think necessary. I don't know. But
I mean, most of the weight on that
is in the back.
On the back end.
Right. But
it doesn't weigh anything.
No, to do it, no. But you know how sometimes when, especially when you're balancing and everything, having that extra weight up front, you've got to move further back and stuff like that. So I just want to try to err on the side of caution. And also, the less weight, even if it's 3 pounds, it's 3 pounds less weight for me to put onto this strain wave. And I guess that's the biggest thing.
That probably won't make much difference. I on my 14, I'm probably pushing. You got to remember that I've got the back of the rig, set. I didn't take the optical assembly off of the back of the rig, so I put the Hyperstar up front.
Right.
So I've got the Hyperstar, the camera up front. I've got the rear.
I see what you're saying.
All the way back to the camera there, and I've got.
Oh, so you got
I've got the whole damn thing.
You got the whole thing. Cameras on both ends.
Exactly, and it's still. I still only needed. I probably don't even need 2 weights. I put 2 weights on it.
How many? How 2 weights of how much? How much do they weigh?
I think they're the old ADM stainless steels. So I think that they weigh. I think they're either 15 or 16 pounds each.
Okay.
Like
okay.
And I only use 2 of them. I have 3 of them, but I only use 2 of them.
Okay.
And that's on the RST 300. So that scope fully loaded, because that Hyperstar it's not light.
No, I'm sure it's not. Not with that 14. I'm sure it's not I think that's a heavy
without
piece
the
of glass.
Hyperstar, I was at 81 pounds.
Wow.
Okay. So with the Hyperstar, that Hyperstar's got to weigh 5 or 6 pounds. So it's got to be pushing 85, 86 pounds.
Gotcha.
And that RST 300 just, it's like it's not even there.
Gotcha. Now, also, since so I say I have this, but I mentioned I do. If you see in the back there, I've got 2 other counterweights. I got a small, like that one's like an 11-pounder Celeste AVX, and then the bigger one there is like 18 pounds.
Yeah.
So, in case I need some extra weight, thank goodness I still have these sitting in the garage. So
does that mount give you the ability to loosen anything so it will float free?
That's what I want to figure out. These are the things.
Not.
Okay, and these are the things I want to figure out. And getting the manual out. I'm surprised No.
But you should be able to see right on that if it has some kind of a release on it.
Yeah, well, let's
It should
take a
be right
look.
there in front of you.
Well, let's take a look. See, let's bring this guy. Come closer.
I mean, it should be right there in front of you. I mean, it won't be hidden. And you're
Right.
not going to need any special
What's
tools.
that knob on the top? Right above that.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's find out.
If anything, that looks like some kind of lock knob.
Because
So I know, like my WD-20, when you shut it off, or even when it's on, the deck locks. But even when it's off, it's got a break for the RA. Then the RA will not move.
Yeah,
but I can softly move the deck if I want to.
Yeah,
well, here I am.
But once
This
the power's
is
off,
altitude.
once the power's off or on, everything's locked up.
everything. Yeah, mine does that. Mine will lock up.
Jack.
But if there's no power, the only thing that locks is the RA.
Yeah.
The RA will not move, but the deck will.
I'm not
I
sure
found
yet
strong wind.
what
You
these
know,
guys, what this guy is.
I've come out.
I know
and
it
seen
loosens.
It has
Yeah,
moved
it'll
in the
move your deck a
telegizmos,
little bit.
It's moved a little bit.
Yeah, mine too.
I just stand it
Use
back
my
up
alt
again.
as.
He can't hear us.
No.
So
I
wonder if you can obviously probably balance it with an ammeter.
Well, you could also.
So what I'm gonna have to do is, guys, I'll have to grab the manual. Won't do it,
You can always probably put an ammeter on there and slew it in both directions and see how much you're.
But I could have sworn that
if
they
you're
said
pulling.
that you can, this thing you can balance it. I need to take a look at this guy's loose, and I don't like that. I need to make sure I got to get some. I got some Loctite here, so I took your advice, Scott. I bought some Loctite. So
Loctite is your friend.
I'm gonna lock this sucker in place as soon as I can. So
does it?
Yeah, there it is.
I'm surprised.
Loctite. I got it right here.
I'm surprised it doesn't have like an alignment pin.
Whoops.
Eric.
Interesting that there's no manual in this thing.
I'm surprised there's no alignment pin.
Alignment pin?
Well, like, when you put your mount on, it aligns on the mount and is stationary, and you just tighten up the center, and it's not gonna spin freely.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the things with the WD-20. It's got the quarter 20 screw up the middle, but then it has 3 6mm points in the middle. So when I had the adapter made for it for my tripod, made sure he put the 3 screws in there, and then that square hole goes through the alignment pin on the tripod, and then I can screw all the 3 6-inch or 6mm into the base of it, and then tighten the main one down, and it's not rotating at all.
Yeah, because right now, let me see. Yeah. If I take this guy off, there's nothing here. So let me just take this down here just for a minute. But
it probably does have multiple. So it's got 3 smaller holes, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So you need to find out, you only need one
Yeah.
to drill one in the right spot so you can
Yep.
put a secondary screw through it to
Yep.
hold it in place.
Yep.
And so it won't, move back and forth. And then you tighten the center one 100%.
Yeah.
Well, that's generally good advice anyway. You only need one
Yeah.
hole. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
It's good advice, though.
Yes, it is.
Good advice, you know. So, yeah. I mean, this guy here. If I lift this up,
It looks nice.
it does look. It looks nice. Um, there's several there's several bolt holes here. I'm wondering if any of these. I doubt it. Doesn't look like it. That they would
It
line up.
might.
They might. And to your point there, Dave, if that's the case, then all I need is just one to line it up,
Yeah.
and
All you need is the
boom,
one just to
just
keep
one.
it from rotating. And then the
Exactly.
center one, you tighten the center one down, it's going to tighten it. And then
Yep.
you tighten one of the other ones, you just got to tighten it to where it's just not going to move.
Yeah. So nonetheless, if I will find where it would go, and I've got taps and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
it's not like I can't tap
Well,
it in there.
I don't know if you need a tap, just a drill.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's just a drill.
Just
Just you
have it
got
But
to
down
just
into
make
the
sure
plate.
you index it properly, which just
exactly. So what I'll do is, because this guy, I can take this top plate off.
yeah,
I'll just take the top plate off, see if where things line up, and if I can, then I'll just
yeah.
run a
That's
bolt
what he
through.
has to do.
So no big deal. Will's out of here.
Yeah,
But
Willie had to dip.
okay, he did say, yeah, that it does feature manual release clutches. So I thought I read that somewhere. Anyway, so getting back to what we were initially, like the title, Jupiter. If we can go back to that, it's in opposition, and which basically means, for those who don't know, and I'm sure everybody here in our chat knows, that's when it's closest to us. That's when it's at its closest point to the Earth.
It's on the
Um,
same side of the sun as we are.
yeah, yeah. And one thing I was thinking about doing planetary, because I am a total planetary novice, but at some point it's a dragon that I want to slay. Right. I've got the Schmidt, which is which is, even if it was not an edge, just having a Schmidt equals planetary, for a lot. So one thing is that I had, and I still have it, is an atmospheric distortion corrector.
Yeah.
Now, I've always been curious, because it's not, one thing is using it, is really understanding how it's supposed to be used.
Right.
You
I
know,
think doesn't I want to say what's the program fire capture.
Yeah.
I think there's a tool in that
there is.
you adjust that how you need it.
It does. And the first thing, even before you even use fire capture, is how do you set it up properly? Right. Like, one of the things is with an ADC is setting it up in the daylight, setting it up during the day. And you need to align the ADC, the prisms, they need to be, I believe, parallel. And correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows this.
I wouldn't know.
They need to be, the prisms need to kind of be parallel with the horizon, if I'm not, and then something like that. And then also, the way you level it so it's parallel with the horizon, right? And you also have, on the ADC, there is a level that you loosen. And once you get the ADC looking through like a view, you can also have an eyepiece going into the, going in through there. You look at it, you align you align the ADC and level it so it's parallel with the horizon. And then you point the prisms, which are red, red and blue prisms, they're together. And the way it's supposed to go is it's supposed to go outwards, right? You start because there's like ticks on the ADC, and
Right.
then you start one tick on one side, one tick on the other. And the goal is to get rid of that bluish haze that's around the planet. But also there's a point that it's built, in case your target is lower to the horizon where there's more atmospheric distortion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where is that cutoff, when you actually say you need to use this? And doing some research, Googling it, AIing it, and all that stuff, they say if your target is approximately around 40 degrees is at that 40-degree mark as far as altitude or lower, that's when you should really use an ADC. Because that's where you're going to get, especially if you're in the 30 degrees, you are really in the thick of the atmosphere. But anything above that, like Jupiter's going to be, at least here in my area, it's going to be at 75 degrees. So for my area, and you just need to check for your respective locations, I'm at 75 degrees. There's no need for me to use it. There will be no need for me to use an ADC with my color camera. Now, that's another key thing is that an ADC, you use it with a color camera. If you want to do planetary with a mono camera, go for it. Just don't forget, get your RGs and Bs. So that's the point I'm trying to make is when it comes to using an ADC, there was a YouTube video that I found that a person was demonstrating how to use an ADC, how to align it with the horizon, how to align the prisms and get the initial setup done during the day. So that way, when you are ready to image your target at night, you have everything primed. And he was actually using a Dobsonian. I think he was using a Dob, or a truss, like because it was a Dobsonian. It was like a truss Dobsonian.
Right.
But yeah, it was something that, quite interesting, Hey, I've got, some of us, we have quite a bit of stuff, some things you say, we're going to give this a shot. And maybe sometimes you don't get around to it. And you want to try it, but, things don't work out the way you plan it. But um, this is one there, as far as planetary for me personally, it's going to be one of those that I'm eventually going to slay the beast. And I'm actually going to get a decent planetary shot. So one good thing is, like I said, I won't need the ADC because Jupiter's going to be high enough in altitude that I don't have to do it. Jose, how's the AD software solution compared to Corrector? AD software solution compared to the correct. Oh, I think you use them in conjunction. If we're talking about fire capture, the atmospheric dispersion tool that's in the ADC tool that's in fire capture, I believe you use them together. And it's basically it notices when you're making those changes to your prism, to your two prisms, and you're aligning it helps you get everything aligned. So when you're looking at fire capture and you're looking using that tool, it begins to show when the fringes are gone and it's just a solid white globe versus you have a red or blue fringe. If that's what you mean, Jose, if
Yeah,
you're
I'm
asking
not
about
sure.
that.
I saw
But
somebody use it. It was a video probably I was watching, and
yeah,
I
I
want to
have
say
to do it again.
fire capture, and it kind of helped guide you to which lever to move,
Mm-hmm.
and to help you dial it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, Jose, by the way, kudos on a couple of your videos. I saw a couple of your videos recently. Not was it for you, Jose, or was it someone else? I'm sorry if I was thinking. Who was doing a comparison between the Schmidt, the standard C8 and the Edge and some of the differences. So it's kind of some cool stuff there, and using it, when you're using it with your ZW, I think it was a 2600 Duo. So,
Nice.
but yeah, but planetary, if you're gonna get out and image for Jupiter, wish you all best of luck. Clear skies, um, good seeing, all that good stuff, and go for it. And I'd love to see some photos. Speaking of that, drop some photos into our image of the month contest, which, as a matter of fact, I am going to actually go in, and we are due to we were going to do this, but with the holidays and everything, we never had a chance to. And I don't know if we announced November. So I am going to actually go in here and pull up the site and do that now. And we can take a quick look see.
Don't forget to get in there and give that thumbs up too. We only got 6.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, what's up with that?
Don't be stingy with them thumbs.
Exactly. So we're gonna go in here and take a look at this site here.
Have you guys seen some of the images from JWST for like Jupiter and Saturn? The latest ones for Saturn?
I haven't, to
Oh
be
my
honest.
God, they are incredible. You gotta see some of those JWST images of Saturn. They are just, you've never seen anything like it. You've never seen Saturn look like that because it's all infrared.
It's all infrared.
Oh, it's incredible. You gotta see it.
So here's November. So we got let's do a quick recap here from November's images. We only had experienced this, for November. So we had the Pac-Man Nebula
Yep.
from Tom Duff. We've got Greg's mosaic of the Fish Head, Heart, and Soul nebulas. The Elephant Trunk
Well,
from Scott. 88 hours of integration.
well,
Over 88 hours. We've got the Horsehead Flame and Friends by Tom with
nice.
his full frame 6200 mono. And the Dolphin Head by Benito. We had 29 votes.
Nice.
So let's see. Of that 29 votes, the winner is the Dolphin Head by Benito.
Nice.
12 votes. Congratulations. Nicely done. That was a nice shot too of the Dolphin Head.
It was cool.
It was really, really cool. So congratulations there.
Excellent work.
That's a
It
cool.
was. It was. That is a really cool shot. That's one that I haven't gone after myself yet. So that's one I have to put on my list.
Yeah, I don't know if it's available to me or not. I have
Okay.
to. What constellation is that in?
The Dolphin Head, it is Sharpless 308.
Let's see. SH2-308. That
It's in Canis Major. It's in the big dog.
Yeah, that's high.
Yeah. They say it's, according to Wikipedia here, it is about 8 degrees south of Sirius.
SH2-308.
The elevation on that should be up there quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no way. Too low for me.
Too low?
Well, yeah, because
Trees.
yeah, that's too low. It's probably too far south.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. Okay.
So for me, I mean, I might be able to get let's see, 10, 12 to less. I wouldn't even get an hour on it before it's behind the trees again.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it was trees for you.
It is, but not the taller trees, some of the shorter trees, but it's still very, very low. So I'd have to travel to get that one.
Okay.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
a
take
problem with you and me, Eric.
no.
Even easier for me. Yeah, I'll see if I can put that one on the list.
All right. I want to share this here. Let's go here. Jose just shared this with Dracula's Chivito, the largest planetary disk ever seen. So let's take
I think
a
I saw somebody.
let me bring because I just pulled it up in AB in Astrobin. And there it is.
Oh yeah. So
Wow.
Hubble did a picture of that recently.
Okay. Oh, Gary did this. Gary M. Mr. Guide to the Galaxy, my deep sky objects. Mr. Gary M. He used an Edge 11 with a full frame. Edge 11 with a 6200 mono. Wow.
So Hubble took a picture of that recently, and it is amazing looking picture.
Pull it up.
Yeah, if you yeah,
What's it? What's the what's it called?
Dracula's Chivito Hubble. Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. There you go.
Oh, nice.
How wicked cool is that?
The largest planet forming disk ever seen.
Can you maximize that?
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Let me.
Bring it forward. Oh,
Wow.
you gotta
Planet
love
forming.
our space telescopes. They are game changers for the astrophotography and astrophysics world.
And it's close by. It's only 1,000 light years away. Yep, I'm calling that close. Wow.
You start calculating that out, and try to put it into scale. What
Mm-hmm.
what light years actually are, and it really is mind expanding. I mean, even you look at Alpha Centauri, which is the closest star at 4.5 light years away. That I remember doing this with my kids. I was teaching them, about those kinds of distances. I said, if you were to take the astronomical unit in our solar system and you make an AU an inch,
Yep.
so you got an inch from the sun to the earth. That's an AU of an inch. That puts the whole solar system in a 7-foot diameter circle, right? So and then if you were to place where Alpha Centauri is in that frame,
Yeah.
you'd have to put Alpha Centauri 4.5 miles away from that 7-foot circle. That's the closest star. That
Yes.
just
Yeah.
just to give you an idea as to how what the kind of distances we're talking about. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. That's yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, thank you for bringing that to my attention there, Jose. That is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, Astro Alexander did a short video about it the other day, and she talked about how, it's obviously a a, a place where, a new solar system is being born.
Yes.
It's so wild.
Man, that's just can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. Sometimes, it's just doing, this hobby is some of the doing it, just doing some of the coolest stuff I ever thought I'd ever do. But when you start really getting into some of even just the basic sciences
Oh
of
yeah.
it, you know, it
Humbling.
just it's very, yes, that is the perfect word for it. It is quite humbling.
Well, I mean, that's what the great prophet David, wrote in the scripture. He talked about, the humbling aspect, of just looking up into the heavens, and how he just sat and looked at it and just was in awe and
Yes.
humbled by God's creation. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know,
And to think about, from the times of David to now,
I
it's
know.
not that we're looking at the same sky.
I
We're
mean, even
looking,
Galileo, can you
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
how Galileo, how just gobsmacked he'd be just with a simple red cat,
Dude, he'd
you know?
be he'd be gobsmacked with a doublet. Come on.
Yeah.
Just give him a
Yeah.
ZS61.
C14 would drive him insane.
I mean, he'd be like, that guy, that actor that plays King Henry in those State Farm commercials.
Yeah.
Sorcery.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. And they wanted
Exactly
to
right.
burn him at the stake for his astronomical
Oh,
heresies.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It would be that. Oh my gosh, that would be absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So, man.
The other one that I was seeing, I was on social media. There were some new images of Betelgeuse,
Okay.
that I think was, I can't remember if it was Hubble or if it was, I think it was JWST, that had taken images of Betelgeuse, and
Okay.
they were the clearest images of that star I have ever seen in my life. It was incredible, the detail they were pulling out of that freaking star. And they had the little, I don't know what the hell, that little, it's like a trail. I don't know if it's orbiting that star or whatever it is, but a little bright spot that's just right below it. And the detail that they're pulling out is just, you just look at it and you're like, oh my God, that's incredible.
I know. It's like, God, I want it to go supernova before I die, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it does, everybody will know it.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
know, but it'll
Really.
be, can you imagine? It's something you'd see in daylight.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Second sun,
Yep.
pretty much.
Absolutely.
It'd be like that. It'd be like the scene from 2010, when Jupiter goes. I'm
Man.
talking about the movie 2010.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. But
It's the fuse. Tom Peterson, that little thing hanging off is the fuse.
it's the fuse. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, they were actually the images that I was looking at, that you could actually see the prominences coming off of that star.
Mhm.
Well, you can see how much dust
It's
around it.
incredible.
Now it's spewing
And
matter
Betelgeuse
out of it.
is enormous. I mean, it is just enormous. I think that the size of it is compared to the orbit of Jupiter.
Yeah, out to the orbit of
Yeah,
Jupiter from
it's
our sun.
just
Yeah.
massive red giant.
Yeah. And it's not even one of the biggest in
No, no,
the
no. It's
galaxy.
no. My God, there are stars out there that are bigger than our solar system.
I
Which,
mean,
again, humbling, you know? Can't even begin to imagine. And then you start looking at the supermassive black holes, you know, and you know, the what's that big one? The ton 216 or something like that. There was a couple of the supermassive black holes that are just you just can't even get your head around how powerful those sons of bitches are. They're just huge. They eat everything.
I mean, my gosh, look at this thing.
Oh, that's not even the one that I was talking about. They've got, I think JWST has got one where you can actually see the texture of the star.
Yeah, and it actually almost looks like there's something orbiting it.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Pull down.
Let me
No, no,
see
no,
if I
not that
can.
one. Go back.
Okay.
Go back one.
Come on, go back. There we go.
Look down. Yeah, there you go. See it? Right, go right in the center. Just come down one. Yeah, right there. I think that's no, not that one.
The one above it.
The one above it?
Come.
Hold on. Let me refresh. Good Lord. Come on. Look at all my images. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
There we go.
Scroll down a little bit.
Well, that's JWST.
Yeah,
with
you
the
see
6 spikes.
Yeah, the one with the prominences right in the middle.
Right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Good God.
That's just stupid.
That's not.
This is telescope. This isn't Telescope Live itself, is it?
I think that is a
Telescope Live.
artistic rendition.
Because maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, there's the actual from Telescope Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I was looking at, I'm pretty sure was from JWST. But
I mean, still.
Yeah, it's
shit.
an amazing star. Yeah, that's not the one I was looking at.
Okay.
The one that I saw, it actually had, like he was talking about the fuse. It had that little white, you know, it's almost like it was a little white dwarf or something that was right to the south of the star. But there you go.
This guy.
Kind of like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Yeah, and this is actually an artist rendition, but still.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I don't know if there's any other but still, just imagine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's like I cannot get my head wrapped around some of this stuff sometimes, guys. It's just, it's nuts.
Yeah. What is cool? There was Hubble. I mean, it was JWST. Was it JWST? Or one of them. One of the new space telescopes took a planet and blotted out the star, the core of the star. And you could actually see some of the small planets that were orbiting in the star.
Yeah.
So by blotting out the star, it can see what's around it. Where, before we'd have to wait for it to pass by the star and watch the dip in the light. Now we're just blocking out the light, and as long as we're looking at it in a way you can see the light reflecting off the planets that surround it.
Yeah, kind of like how they discovered the spectrum, the sun, what the hell am I talking? I'm thinking about with
the corona
with eclipses.
Yeah,
where they
corona.
The corona, yeah, and be able to get the spectrum, off of the corona.
Yeah. Jose, here you go. Let me paste this in here.
La Google.
There you go. There
Jose.
you go. Because if you are curious about that image, that's the one that came from Telescope Live there that I just put out there for you. But wow, just still, dude, just a flat out. Damn, I'm just amazes me. Amazes me every day, when I'm doing this stuff, dude. Just to look at it. So
They renamed it Beetle Buddy.
buddy. Cute. And
Well, I tell you, as long as I've got the good weather, I think I might leave my rig set up. I'm actually sitting on my lanai right now.
Okay.
I'm not inside, but I might just leave it set up out here. It's really nice.
So you got good weather.
Oh, it was 82 degrees today.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. We were close to 60 today.
Yeah.
Where are you? What are you near Tampa, Scott?
I am just north of Tampa by about an hour. So if you were to create a triangle from Orlando, Tampa to me, I'm about 70 minutes from Orlando, about an hour from, 80 minutes from Orlando, and about an hour from Tampa.
Okay.
You
Okay.
drive straight down the 589, which is the big parkway, on the Gulf Coast.
Gotcha.
And I can get into Tampa in an hour.
So. Okay. No, reason I was asking is oh, that's nice. Yeah. You got a nice setup right now. You're the lanai and everything. It's so pretty.
Yeah. The telescope is way the hell out there.
Yeah, there you go.
Way out there.
Nice. No, I think soon I'm gonna be taking road trips over towards your neck of the woods, man. My boy is actually gonna get transferred down to
where to?
McDill.
Oh yeah, that's right near St. Petersburg.
Yeah, he's going to McDill.
Yeah, that's a big airport. Man, I'll tell you, with the big military aircraft, they fly right over. I know exactly where they're going. Yeah.
Yep, that's where he's going. He's going there the end of May. So I'll have to let you know. So when I'm back down that
you
area,
stop by anytime. Doors
yeah,
always open.
yeah, man, we gotta catch up because yeah, that'll be nice because he's only going to be basically from us. He's what 6-7 hours away, so it'd be a nice trip.
Yeah, you literally will drive right past me.
Okay.
To get to Tampa, you go right past me. In fact, you probably you come down right to me and you just jump on the 589 and go. You'll be in Tampa and St. Petersburg and nothing flat.
Nice.
And you really want to drive that anyway. That road is much better than any of the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see. A little late. It's all good. We still got a few more minutes. But we got you in case you missed it, I was showing I was just if you've got clouds, this is the reason, probably one of the reasons why. Sorry, my bad. Because I've got clouds now. So just like
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get clouds for a while too.
Yeah.
The next week.
Yeah. So what can you do? I mean, roll with it.
Trying to get whatever I can in tonight. I'm going to Nashville Friday for the weekend. So
okay.
Family?
My sister lives down there. She got me tickets to see the Caps against the Preds Sunday night.
I don't.
Where are you staying? You staying with your sister?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, hope everybody's had a really good holiday. This is like right now we're in like dead middle of winter. So hopefully the atmosphere, the clouds, skies are going to be really good for you guys, because this is the time we get a lot more imaging done. So, and it's been pretty, for me when I was going after this Christmas tree cluster, it was pretty cool. Let me see if I want to even share that with you so you guys can check this out if I can. Yeah, let me just do this. Just give a little update.
What's the designation for that? What do they call that?
The Christmas tree cluster,
Yeah.
I honestly,
Is that a NGC target?
no, it's not in. You know, it is. Sorry, it is an NGC target. It is an
Tree
NGC.
Nebula. There it is. Yeah, 2264.
Yep. There you go. So here it is right now. Um,
Oh yeah, I could be doing that right now too.
so this is 600 this is 600 seconds. So this is a 10-minute exposure. This is HA with the 585 on the FLT 91. And so even at 10 minutes, I am just getting past that histogram.
Yeah.
You know, and this is at 600. So, and let me see if I've got. It's because I was at first because I was doing 300 because here's a 300, but that was really messed up. I think I screwed something up there. But so some of these I'm gonna have to go through again. So there we go. So here, this is S2. So you can see um
Yeah, not a lot of S2 in there.
no, there's not. And this is like I said, this is at 10 minutes. This is a 10-minute exposure.
Yeah.
You know, so there's not a lot.
It's
But for
mostly
me,
hydrogen and reflection.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Large.
There is off to the one side, which I don't know if you were able to get it. Where's the cone?
right here. Here's the
Yeah,
cone right
it's
here.
there. Yeah.
There's the
So
cone.
down to, you may not have gotten it in there. There is like a little smaller nebula that there is a lot of oxygen in that. It's
Okay.
going to be, so looking at, it's going to be just off that upper left side.
Okay, like right around here, this way or this way towards the cone.
So away from the cone, upper left. So it'd be, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and then like just off the page, right over.
Okay, right around there.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to higher up was where it would be. I
Gotcha.
think I have a picture of it. Let me see if I have
Yeah, and like I said, this is 10 minutes of HA. You know, I've got some decent amount of the fox fur here. So, which is one of my favorite parts of the Christmas tree cluster in this old general area is for me at the fox fur nebula, all right here. So I like that. That's one of my favorites.
I have a picture of it.
And
Oh yeah, here it is. Let's see if it's in here. It's not in that, not in that version.
and then let's see. I was working on let's see, these is all of the flaming star. So this is the flaming star here that I got. This was 300 seconds out of the flaming star.
That one.
And so this one was pretty well.
Yeah.
For this project, this is the FLT 91, the triplet William Optics refractor LC with the Altair Astro 585 and the Antlia Edge 4.5 nanometer narrowband filters. So yeah, so this is what this is on the SEM 60. This is on my Optron SEM 60. That's the one mount that's working. And I don't want to go through that stuff again with the mighty mount. Just say it's not been good. So yeah, and this
Well,
is
you know, you might get lucky. You might send it back RMA, and they'll just give you a whole new.
you never know. You never know. And this was S2 of the Flaming Star, and you know, really no O3, but you know, I did go ahead and do some O3 there.
Because it probably wouldn't be very much for them to just take that mount, gut it, and refurbish it.
Refurbish it. Probably not. Probably not.
You
So
might, there's no harm in asking. You
no.
say,
Can
how
you
about I just send you this back? You send me a new one.
you just send me, just send me a new one. Just send me a new
Yeah,
one.
just say,
It doesn't even have to have the new 6,000 board. Just send me, send me a
something that
5,000.
freaking works.
Works. Thank you. Just something that works, please. You paid this much money for it. You want it to freaking work. I've not even had this thing a year yet.
Yep.
No, you haven't even had it barely 6 months in your possession.
Yeah, not even in my possession for a full year to actually use it.
I mean, doesn't Dan have an in with somebody there?
I don't know if he has an in with anybody there, but I bought it from Stellar View.
Yeah.
So I reached out to the crew, to the team there, and I'm hoping that Vic was not available at the time. He was at a conference, but the team there told me that they were going to speak with Vic, and maybe they can maybe talk with Mr. Bisk. I think his name's Steve Bisk, and who knows? I don't know. Yeah, Norm, I'll send it. Send it to me. Absolutely. It's just nuts. So they at least said that this time they're going to send me I'm not gonna have to ship it on my own dime. They're gonna send
Right.
me a
The RMA.
an RMA label and all of that stuff. So
Yep.
all I gotta do is just box the darn thing up and ship it to them, and they'll figure this out. So I just want the thing to work. I would just like to have, I mean, nothing is, it's a great mount when it wants to work.
Yeah.
And the SkyX is good, tracking, everything. When it was working,
Yeah.
I'm getting like 0.4 guiding or lower. I mean, and now I'll be honest, with my Sim 60, I'm happy that I got that thing going because I'm usually getting about a 0.6, 0.7 for as old it is as it is. It's still working well. But I just want something to work. That's it. So anyway, we're at 9:30 here. Guys, thank you for your continued support. We're here in another year. I cannot believe we're already kicking off another year of Astroworld TV. I can't say how much I, continue to enjoy just hanging out with everybody, doing this with you, Scott, Dave, with Dan, and everybody else. And we're just, looking forward to another good year with everybody. Um, and what did Ross say? It will work. It will. It will work if you out the Skywatcher 101 on top. Okay. But thank you guys so much for a great year. I hope everybody had great, happy, and safe and healthy holidays. I want to wish everybody a very prosperous new year. And just, let's just have some fun, just enjoying, just enjoying our best life and just having a blast, doing what we do and doing what we love doing. Final thoughts, you guys. Scott, you got any final thoughts before we hop on out of here for the night?
Final thoughts. Well, I think it's important just to get out and enjoy the beauty of the night sky. If you got a rig, get out there and image, and
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
pray for me and my processing of all the data that I have been capturing, and hopefully Dave and I will collaborate on a couple of my couple of my mosaics.
There you go.
See what we can do.
And we'll see what we can dig out. They got a lot of processing on those to do. So, but yeah, just get out and have fun with it. If you're not having fun, what the hell's a freaking point?
Exactly.
Boom. Super Dave, any final thoughts there, my man?
Yeah, congrats on your new mount. Hopefully you get all the instructions you need to set it up and get it rolling.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
That's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. Those strain
Yeah.
wave mounts are fantastic, dude.
Love mine. Love
I,
mine. I haven't had a problem with it.
Yeah, I
nice.
love mine. So
Mm-hmm.
enjoy it.
Thank you. Thanks, fellas. I'm looking forward to having a blast with it for sure. For sure. All right, everybody. Again, thank you all so much. Dan, get well so you can
Yes,
get your
sir.
butt back here on Friday. I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna bug the hell out of you.
Yeah, Dan, because I won't be here Friday. I'll be on an
Yeah.
airplane flying to Nashville.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You enjoy. Hey, you have some fun out there on Broadway, brother.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, it's always fun down there.
Oh, every time I go to Nashville, man, I'm having a ball. All right, guys. Until next time, clear skies. Keep imaging. Keep educating. Clear skies, and we will see you guys on Friday. So take care. See you guys soon.
See you guys.
Peace.